Most online content is made for 25-year-olds, isn't it? And then we wonder when we're putting on outfits why it just doesn't work. Now, I've spent years educating women in their 50s and 60s, and most oftenly the question is, I don't know what works anymore. And so the thing is, it's not about buying new clothes, it's about putting them together in a way that does work. So today I want to walk through some real outfits that I've worn recently, and importantly, the styling logic behind each one. So you can take it, apply it, if you wish, to what you've already got in your wardrobe, or you might want to fill the gaps and shop some pieces that I'm showing, and I will put links in the description box. May well change the way you view a particular piece of clothing. Because so many women say, I can't wear barrel leg jeans, I can't wear wide jeans. As soon as I put them on, they swamp me. And I just don't understand why. I can't wear them. I'm too old to wear them. They don't look right on me. And really, it's just one thing. It's the top half. When you've got a relaxed wide silhouette on the bottom, the top half needs to be more gathered. It needs to be structured. And that's a simple equation. Now, I do like trends, so I am wearing a barrel leg jean here. But I've gone for a structured sweater underneath. This is the Uniqlo knit that I shared recently and is still available, so I'll link it for you. And I've also used a structured jacket. I'm using brown because it goes really well with the brown in the stripe of the knit. And I've actually got pieces that will create a similar look for you that you can shop. And if you're on TV, well, here's a QR code. It'll take you directly to a collection of items to replicate this look. Obviously, it'll be in the description box as well. So the jacket is not only structured around the shoulders, but it's also creating a waist. And I've kept everything else simple. I'm wearing trainers because this is a casual look. So the trainers, the stripe, the jacket, nothing's really competing with each other. Now that's balance with structure, and that's what we're looking for. And that's we'll see in the next look as well. Now, before we go to look 2, I want to talk to you about something that is new in my life and incredibly magical. It is an eye cream. But it's an eye cream with a difference. This eye cream comes with an LED and microcurrent gadget attached to the end of the tube. So you're getting 3-in-1, LED, cream and current around the eyes. It's called the Amiro Red Light and Microcurrent Eye Cream System. Now, like you, I've tried a lot of creams, some very expensive, some not so expensive, and there's an awful lot of faff and you really don't know what's working. Now, I'm retired. I don't want to spend a lot of money on something that is just going to sit on my skin, under my eyes, and just slide off and take my makeup with it. I want to ensure that any product I'm using is as effective as it can be. So what I'm going to show you costs at the moment with my exclusive link $39.99. Yes, $39.99. And that, I mean, you can get it in other countries as well. It's just priced in dollars. That is the price and below the price of many creams I have tried, I can tell you. But enough of the talk. I want to just show you me applying this cream this morning. And just 5 minutes, you can see the corner of the eye rising. You see how my eyes are hooded? Now I'm going to do one eye. This is quite magical. So the cream, you see the glow. Oh, can you feel that twitching? No, of course you can't feel twitching. You haven't got one of these yet. The red light, of course, is doing its job. I can definitely feel that current. Now, can you see the difference in my eyes? Because I most certainly can. There we go, a matching set. Now, let me explain this properly. Most skincare hits a wall, your skin barrier. The cream can't get through, so it just sits there, being expensive, doing nothing, and looking greasy. But this tackles that problem in 2 ways. First, the red light, which is 630 nanometers. Now think of that as a collagen factory inside your skin. That is signaling to your skin to start rebuilding from within. So those hollow areas, those lines, those creases, they're being plumped from the inside out and not painted over. And then you've got the ATHZ, and I think that's Hertz. What's important, it's microcurrent. And so the microcurrent essentially unlocks the door. It creates a pathway so as the ingredients can travel into the skin rather than just sitting on top. It also relaxes the tight muscles around the eyes, which gives that immediate lift. You can see the corner of the eye rising. And as for the cream itself, it's Pro-Xylon, and peptides. It mimics the muscle relaxing effect of Botox, but without that frozen look, and we really don't want to go around looking frozen, do we? We just want to look like ourselves, but better. So you saw what I saw. You saw an immediate difference in my eyes, to the extent I had to do the other eye, otherwise I would have looked very unbalanced. Now I'm going to be carrying on using this. I'm just cannot wait to see the difference it's going to make with long-term use. Now I've secured 50% off, which takes this down to $39.99. $39.99! And they're throwing in eye masks as well, so think holidays. Now I'm also thinking, going out to lunch or dinner, just pop this in your handbag. In the restroom, ladies, you can just give yourself a little top-up, can't you? Use my code Annie40 at checkout. Before you just scroll past this look thinking, oh, it's just a t-shirt and jeans, let me just talk you through it. I like the collar on this. This is the Uniqlo blouse that I got last year, and a lot of you liked it. And I like holding the collar, pulling the collar up and holding it, having it stand up. Obviously, it does go down, folds down as well, so you can wear it like that. You can have it open at the neckline here, unbuttoned. But today I'm wearing it like this, and if I have the mic here, it's going to pull it down. So I'm going to hold the mic, if you don't mind. So yes, navy tee and jeans. Sometimes it's not the complicated outfits that let us down. It's the simple ones. The ones we throw on without thinking. I mean, I could put on a pair of trousers and a t-shirt and get it so wrong. Now, I did not go out with this. This was a demonstration, but you can see how a t-shirt and trousers can go wrong. Now, if I'd gone out in that, I would have felt really off and frumpy all day. But what did I do? We'll come on to that later on. Now, the secret is that we need structure at our age, and this t-shirt has got structure. It's got structure around the shoulders. It's not a droopy shoulder. It's also got structure around the neckline, and the contrast neckline colour does draw the eye up to the face and then back down the shoulders, emphasising that structure on our body. And we're doing this without adding a belt and without tucking in, because it's the shoulders doing the talking. Now, I've paired it with some flared jeans here, but equally, I've paired it with some barrel leg jeans too. I did add a jacket over, and that was for warmth. That's adding silhouette and shape as well to the look, especially with barrel leg jeans, because they've got a sort of similar modern shape and they do go really well together. And if you want, all you need to do is add a knit or a jacket over your shoulder, holding it like this, and it becomes a third piece without even putting it on. That's a clever trick to know. Now, I did wear this to get to a hotel, and I've got some fabulous images of the hotel as we go through the video, but here you can get a taste of the grandeur of the hotel, and here we get a taste of the grandeur of my room. Beautifully decorated, isn't it? I just could not get over the pattern mixing and how it all works. And this is how we can explore clothing as well, because if pattern mixing works in decorations in rooms, it's going to work on clothing too. However, the outfit I'm wearing here is not a pattern mix. It's quite simple and classic. But I was going out to dinner at the hotel, wanted to wear something quite elevated. I chose to wear black wide leg trousers. And as I said earlier on, if you put on wide leg trousers and you think they don't work for you, they swamp you, well, the chances are it's the jacket. So notice once again, I am wearing a cropped jacket. It's a fitted jacket which is balancing out the width of the trousers, and it makes it look elegant rather than shapeless. Again, it's a proportion rule, and when you know it, you know it. And I wore a softer blouse to soften the tweed of the jacket. Now, the jacket and the blouse are both Gouelia from past years, and if they're available, I will link them for you. So this read to me, polished but not overdressed, which is what I was aiming for. It was not going to be black tie, but I did need to look relatively smart, made an effort. You might have said, looked nice, but what does nice mean, as our English teachers used to say? And I was going to be eating in the dining room. Now, I'll tell you, at the hotel, the meals were buffet style every night. There's a roast, as well as a choice of others, the starter, main, and dessert. And the hotel I stayed at was the Thorsby Hall. It's a Warner hotel, and it's the upper end of the Warner hotels. It's reserved by Warner, it's called, that collection. I think the reserved by Warner, there are 3 hotels. This one is in Nottinghamshire, and it's near Sherwood Forest. Now, whether you are visiting the UK from overseas or living in the UK, a stay amongst your holiday, or just a weekend trip or 3-day trip to Thorsby Hall, if you like historic buildings, is a must. And the prices, if you look at the website, they're going to vary at times by time, but approximately, to include food, or to include dinner and breakfast, approximately is £100 a person a night. Fantastic for the price. A bit like the eye cream, isn't it? $39.99 for an eye cream and gadget combined. Now, my next look, again, was actually at that hotel. It was the following day. So what do I wear? It was a look for us to go through and dissect. So once again, I used the barrel leg jeans. My rationale was I wanted to look modern. I was going to be with press and other influencers as well. And you just do that. You want to look up to date. Jeans and a striped shirt is something that many of us will reach for. It's classic. You can't go wrong. But how about elevating it? And so what I like to do, because I'm more of a modern classic or chic classic, maybe fashionable classic, it would be to elevate that shirt. Give it a bit of femininity. So in my case, I used one that I've had a few years from Simple Retro. It's got a ruffle around the neck and some ties as well. I have found some feminine detail striped shirts for you so as you can replicate a similar look. Shop the QR code or in the description box. But there's a collection of shirts available currently at the moment. And I think this is a way to actually make a striped shirt that can be predictable look more interesting. And of course, because I'm wearing barrel leg jeans, I'm tucking the shirt in. I did add a belt. I paid it was for Mary Jane's, but also then when I was going out to do axe throwing, because yes, I did do axe throwing as well, I put trainers on to get there and do that activity. But there was also cooking, a cooking demonstration and a cooking, you can cook along yourself. It's sort of a workshop too. And they gave me an apron. Luckily, I did say, I'm going to get grease all over my clothes, you know, that kind of thing, because I'm such a mucky person. I really am. But yes, aprons were provided. So yes, stay at a hotel and cook your own lunch. It was fun though, sociable. You get to meet people. And then to elevate it over lunch, sun's out. What a difference a pair of glasses make. They instantly make you look more expensive than your outfit really is, don't they? It really doesn't matter what the sunglasses are. It doesn't matter. I don't need to tell you what brand these are. The point is, if you wear a pair of statement sunglasses, you look more expensive. And then the final touch was a bag, and I chose the Songmong Luna bag to take with me. Now, a takeaway on this particular outfit would be that if you are putting together a look and it doesn't feel quite right, try adding an accessory. Try adding a scarf, a hat, changing your bag up, sunglasses. Sometimes we don't need more clothes, we just need that one little extra accessory. So then dinner the following night, it wasn't going to be black tie, but I wanted to acknowledge the fact that it was spring, the sun was out, so I used some smart white trousers. And I paired this with a new, in my wardrobe, Boden silk shirt in navy and added a zebra print bag. And this is a colour combination you can always fall back on, can't you? Navy and white. It looks fresh, it looks chic, it looks put together, it looks expensive. And it works across every occasion. Again, this look can be shopped. Now, my trousers here are tailored and relaxed. Not stiff office wear, but what I needed to do, because they were slightly loose straight, I tucked in my shirt to give me waist definition and structure. But the blouse makes the look less formal because it's slightly stand up. It's got a slight ruffle and frill around it as well, and around the cuffs too. So neither piece is competing, they're just working together. And you've almost certainly got a version of this in your wardrobe, and if you haven't, well, a QR code. So that's your reliable standby. So now here's another practical one. This is about getting out and about and going out for that country walk, going out for a dog walk. And it proves that comfort and style don't have to be opposite ends of the spectrum. So I'm wearing a striped polo neck, or what we call in the UK a rugby shirt, tucked in to some Halara jeans. And I wanted to show you how I do wear, say, Halara clothes in real life. I absolutely adore these jeans with the turn up. They're a fabulous shape, especially for me at 5'2", and I didn't need to alter them in any way or take them up. And I've got several of these jeans. I chose them because they're stretchy, they're going to be comfortable for a walk, and there was enough give for me to be able to tuck in the rugby shirt into the jeans. Then I just added, well, you could say it's a crossbody, but actually it's one of those dog walking bags. It does the trick. It elongates by using a crossbody. Now we're coming up to white jeans time of year. So here is a white jeans outfit I wore to visit tulips, actually. And I'm using the Amelia jacket, which is a jacket come blouse. You can wear it either way. That is from Uniqlo. And so many of you have bought this and love it as well. And I thought I'd give you another opportunity to see it. But also it was just great for that day. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. And it was also not a colour that was not going to be reflected in tulips, so it would stand out as well. So I thought, took some good photos, but it's a lovely little jacket. And light blue or chambray is this sort of a very on-trend colour, and it does go so well with white. And then very simple t-shirt and trousers. Now you remember earlier on I was saying how a t-shirt can look so wrong. T-shirt and trousers or t-shirt and jeans is not just t-shirt and jeans. You've got to have the right one paired with the right one. Well, this clearly didn't work, and that was my example, and I didn't wear it. What I did was just simply swap the t-shirt. And this does work because it's covering up the waistline, it's got a wider silhouette, but it's cropped. And so that's where a wide silhouette top does work, because the cropping gives it an opportunity to emphasise your waist, and that works here. So instead of my tummy being emphasised, strangely, even though you can't see my waistline is emphasised by the hint that there is one there. Well, do look up Thoresby Hall as well. And of course, you absolutely must look up the Amiro red light and microcurrent eye cream system. $39.99. I'll say it again. I've said it again. $39.99 with my code Annie40.